Midterm season is coming to an end, but that doesn't mean students won't need some academic help. We will tell you how to best utilize the Tutor Center.
And are you looking to enjoy some art? The Museum of Contemporary Photography is now displaying their Native America in Translation exhibit.
Women's History Month is being celebrated at Columbia College with music and amazing artists.
And are you traveling for spring break? We have a full list of recommendations before you start packing your bags. Newsbeat starts now.
Good morning and welcome back to Newsbeat at Columbia College. I'm Robin Sluzas.
And I'm Olivia Cohen. Let's dive into this week's top campus news. Developing this week, the future of TikTok. The U.S. House of Representatives has voted on a ban on the popular social media app TikTok on Wednesday. Millions of Americans use the app and it would be prohibited in all U.S. app stores. Lawmakers argue that TikTok poses a national security threat to U.S. intelligence laws. The future of TikTok is still uncertain as the ban still needs to go through the Senate before getting to President Biden's desk.
Columbia's Tutoring Center works to support student academic needs. Newsbeat has the top story. As Columbia student finals draw near, academic tutor center appointments may start filling up fast. So, what key information do students need for success? TV Newsbeat gives you the answer to this question and more.
Students tend to wait till the last minute. They come to us at the point of desperation, and that usually is at midterms and especially during finals. And their stress level is just, palpable. You could feel it coming off of them.
The Tutor Center provides dedicated classrooms for students to work with tutors in. The center provides tutoring in writing, math, science, and in true arts college fashion, music, audio arts, illustration, and other arts-related classes.
If you feel like you want to get a better understanding of something, because that's just like what independent learners do, they go out and seek for help and things like that. I would just come at the beginning of the semester, like at least at the halfway point of the semester, to start coming in and getting some help if needed.
The center's website offers self-help resources covering topics like citations, comma usage, and even crafting stories about art, available under student resources.
It's almost like having a teacher, but personally having the teacher with you at the entire time, I guess, Just have had some times in the past where I wanted to be tutored, but I just haven't had the chance to make an appointment or contact anyone about it.
I think that they really do care about helping people who are struggling. One of my friends, he didn't have as good of an idea of what was going on in the class, and he went one-on-one with him for a while, and I thought that was pretty cool of him to do.
The center offers fun events that help students de-stress, including game and open mic nights. To view upcoming events, visit the center's Instagram page at ccc.act.
It's worth it. It helps. And it's sometimes just people like to come in just to have someone listen to them and walk them through the process. It's great to come in. Just come in.
I'm Robin Sluzas, student reporter for Columbia's TV Newsbeat. Have you ever used the Tutor Center?
I haven't, but it seems like a great resource. Columbia's Museum of Contemporary Photography opened up their new exhibit, Native America in Translation, and it will run through May 12th. Our reporter, Andrea Sciarra, has the story.
We're here on the 5th floor of the Student Center today, where the Museum of Contemporary Photography recently hosted its annual Darkroom event. Darkroom is a fundraising gala for the Museum of Contemporary Photography, raising over $300,000 this year.
That's our primary fundraising event for the museum, and it was a big success. It was our best yet. We had more people in attendance than ever, and we raised over $310,000 for the museum. And it goes to multiple projects. It goes partly towards our education programs, partly towards programming and exhibitions, of course, a little bit to publications. So we kind of spread it out, so to speak. This exhibition is called Native America in Translation. Well, this is an exhibition by 9 contemporary indigenous artists looking at all different histories and narratives concerning Native populations in North America. This is a traveling exhibition, and it's curated by Wendy Redstar, who is another Native artist who's in our collection. We actually rent the show from Aperture, The Aperture Foundation, which runs Aperture Magazine, they also have a traveling show program. So.
Native America, in translation, runs until May 12th, 2024. Make sure to check it out on the first floor of the 600 South Michigan building. For TV Newsbeat, I'm Andres Guerra.
The Museum of Contemporary Photography is awesome.
It looked like some beautiful photography. Women's History Month is here, and the Dance Center showcased Latasha Barnes' The Dance Jazz Continuum. Our reporters have more. And after, we'll have student reactions to Wendy Williams' dementia diagnosis. That and more coming up on Newsbeat.
Plans on traveling? We have tips before you travel.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef. All for free, ladies and gentlemen. All for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Tomás es muy buena gente. Es más, míralo. ¡Qué dulzura! Buen trabajo. Espera, Tomás, ¿qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué tan egoísta e inesperado de ti? Tomás, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué?
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
To kick off Women's History Month, the Dance Center showcased Latasha Barnes' The Jazz Continuum, an evening tribute to 100 years of Black dance, forms that included jazz, Lindy hop, hip hop, and more, while adding a variety of dance styles originating in Chicago. A 3-day showcase had a live band, a DJ, vibrant colored costumes, and dynamic stage lighting. Barnes noted in a Q&A that each aspect of the show was intended to make people feel good.
But the Jazz Continuum is an effort from my research and my personal journey to recenter the, as I say, the prolific artistry and generative power of jazz and its relationship with the street and club dance cultures that it sired. And that's not just in dance form, that it's in music and intention as well. So the way our communities continue to connect and build with each other as we've created these new art forms off of the creation of jazz, which we did as well, really is important to me for people to understand its interconnectedness and its importance, particularly amongst Black communities. So.
The Dance Center at Columbia is known for collaborating with local, national, and international dance artists dedicated to transforming the field of dance. Their dance presenting series offers live performances and other shared opportunities for students, faculty, artists, and audiences to connect and grow. They are located at 1306 South Michigan Avenue. I can't dance at all.
Neither can I.
So that's pretty wonderful. The fusion and jazz ensembles performed last week for their midterm exams. Student reporter Connor Dorr has the story.
We're here at the concert hall at 1014 South Michigan, where we just watched the fusion ensemble and the R&B ensemble perform music for their midterm.
I think in the end, whether or not it was perfect doesn't matter because it was fun. And if we communicate the fun to the audience, it's good. The last song was in one rehearsal several weeks ago that I was out of town for. So this was the soundtrack before this was my first time playing that song with the band.
I have so much fun on the stage with all those guys, honestly, and especially like rehearsing so much and spending so much time together, we kind of build a relationship over time, so it becomes less of an assignment and just honestly just enjoying myself.
The fusion ensemble performed an original song called Never Be Free, which was made to be a part of the Black Mixtape project hosted by American actress and playwright Regina Taylor.
The song was basically supposed to be about social injustice. That's what the whole project is about. So I kind of just thought about that more. And once I did that, it kind of just flowed. You know, growing up colored, it's always the issues that we have to deal with. So it kind of just adds to the emotion of the song. And also the way the song is formed and the way it flows, it kind of just shows the ups and downs of like what we deal with in society. So.
Also performing this week was the hip hop ensemble and the gospel band on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, the Latin ensemble and the pop rock ensemble performed as well. For TV Newsbeat, I'm Connor Dorr.
That music was great, and what's amazing to me is that drummer learned his drum parts in no time.
It's so impressive.
Sure is. The queen of talk shows, Wendy Williams, has been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia.
And it's St. Patrick's Day weekend. If you're planning on going out to celebrate the holiday, we have a full 7-day forecast for you ahead.
Are you traveling for spring break? We have a full list of recommendations before you start packing your bags. The queen of...
Tomás es muy buena gente. Es más, míralo. ¡Qué dulzura! Buen trabajo. Espera, Tomás, ¿qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué tan egoísta e inesperado de ti? Tomás, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué?
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at savethefood.com.
The queen of talk shows, Wendy Williams, has been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. Newsbeat has student reactions.
Social media has been buzzing with reaction towards Wendy Williams and her health just days after her team announced that she was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia in a press release ahead of her documentary premiere. The news of Wendy Williams' diagnosis sparked a range of emotions among students here at Columbia College Chicago. Some were heartbroken, while others felt sad about the news.
I was very sad because I love her and she's like such a silly person. Her show was so good, but I really hope that she can live in peace. My grandmother also has aphasia, so I know it's going to be a rough road for her. It's something really difficult to deal with, and I'm sure it's frustrating for that person to like have the words in their brain but not be able to communicate with them. And I don't think people really understand how difficult of a road this is going to be for her.
Wendy Williams' announcement highlights the need for more awareness and understanding of frontotemporal dementia. According to the Alzheimer's Association, it is estimated that over 50 million people worldwide are currently living with dementia, and less than 1 in 30 dementia cases are frontotemporal dementia. FTD can affect people younger or older than 45.
I think there are certain moments when you have to, like, I guess, find the good parts of life and try and focus on that a little more. And, like, I guess what they do remember, stress the good parts and everything.
Her team also stated that she currently has a court-appointed legal guardian who oversees her financial and health condition. Williams' documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?, released February 24th, 2024, highlights her health struggles and brings to question Williams' career and family life. For Newsbeat, I'm student reporter Amari Flowers.
Frontotemporal dementia is not well known. It presents as a psychiatric issue when it really is a brain disease. Our thoughts are with Wendy Williams and her family. I lost my brother at 54 years old to the disease. If you experience memory loss or trouble speaking, please see a doctor immediately.
Absolutely. Now, it's St. Patrick's Day weekend, and if you're planning on going out to celebrate the holiday, we have you covered with the weather. This is a live look outside right now. And here's your 7-day forecast.
On Friday, it's going to be partly sunny, mostly cloudy, with a high of 47, a low of 37. Saturday, mostly cloudy, 55 and a low of 40. Sunday, mostly cloudy, high of 40 again. Sorry about that, everybody. That's going to be cloudy. Low of 31. Monday, high of 36, low of 25. Tuesday, partly sunny, 52 and low of 27. Wednesday, the sun finally comes back, 47 high, 32 low, and back to partly cloudy again on Thursday, 45 as a high, 38 as a low.
With spring break right around the corner, Newsbeat has a guide to make sure all students stay safe on their upcoming trips.
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. This is a serious problem, but one we can solve. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
When they test you, stand firm
and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Are you traveling for spring break? We have a full list of recommendations before you start packing your bags.
Spring break is right around the corner, and we want to make sure that all students are safe for their upcoming spring break trip. Every year, hundreds, if not thousands of students take a trip for spring break. But recently, Miami Beach decided to break up with spring break due to the chaos. The city of Miami made this decision after 2 shootings occurred last year. The city of Miami have added more security on weekends, limited beach access, increased parking prices, more DUI checkpoints, back check, and a stricter curfew.
So I got some family down there actually, and we've been talking about it. We think there's some pros and cons to it, but I think other cities are going to start following in Miami's footsteps and going to do the same thing.
Meanwhile, the U.S. State Department and Embassy have issued a new travel warning for popular spring break destinations like Mexico, Jamaica, and the Bahamas. Recent deadly events have led to individuals to be more cautious. The U.S. State Department are asking individuals to be extra careful with unregulated alcohol and medicine.
I mean, there's crime everywhere, right? But I feel like they should also send out, a warning for people coming into the U.S. as well. But I get it, they're just trying to make sure that the U.S. citizens know that they need to take extra precaution when leaving the country. But yeah, I feel like that's good information that everyone should know, not just for the spring break time.
As we are getting closer to spring break, it is important for students to stay safe, stay informed, and most importantly, stay away from all the shenanigans. We wish all students a safe and fantastic spring break. I'm student reporter Bob Vikas from Newsbeat, Columbia College, Chicago.
That's all for this week's edition of Newsbeat.
Tune in next week for more campus news. I'm Robin Sluzas.
And I'm Olivia Cohen. Have a good weekend.